Hi, you guys. This is Rachel here, the Modern Shaman. Thanks for being with me for another YouTube Q&A video this week. If you're new to this channel, I would love for you to go and see my website. Check it out. If you haven't been there in a while, go see it. Check it out. My website is themodernshaman.net, and there's just a lot of resources there available if you'd like to sit with me for a session for healing or psychic readership. All of those are available on the website, my booking calendar. Here in my office in San Antonio, Texas, you can sit with me, or I do sessions online via teleconference, just like about everybody else nowadays. Also, if you would like to train, if you'd like to learn more about your spiritual connections in the non-physical world, my masterclass teaching curriculum is now all available online. Also on the website, themodernshaman.net. It links to a portal for my teaching modules. So I hope that's of service and help to you if you're really wanting to go further and learn more and you're curious about it. The modules each have topics. It is a cumulative curriculum, but if you're drawn to certain topics, then I always encourage you to follow your intuitive nudging, that little spirit inside of you that's like, yes, this is the one I want to remember. Because I do believe that all of it is a sense of remembering what you're capable of, who you truly are, and the connections that we have all the time. So all that being said, I hope it blesses you, and the website's a great form to connect with me. All right, here's the question this week. It is, Rachel, I want to ask you about the Lion's Gate that is quickly approaching. Why is this important and how do we use it? Okay, Lion's Gate. We always come up with these kind of fancy little new agey names for things, but here's the deal. So much of astrology, cosmology, timeline awareness, these things truly affect our experience as a species on this planet and natives to this planet. And it is a bit naive or innocent to feel like they have no impact on our species for the fact that this is the planet that we live in. This is the galaxy that we live in, the universe that we live in, the solar system that we live in. There are so many influences that are impacting in significant ways our experience of life in a human body, a material body, and as a spirit form in this body on this particular planet. So I always feel like astrology, cosmology, all of these things are going to be, they're kind of one of those things that at one point will be viewed just very mathematically. I think they were in our past as a part of our scientific community. We've kind of vilified it and made it all hokey pokey, but it isn't at all. And I feel like kind of like early Homo sapiens will look at something like fire, right? Here's this candle, and look at a flame and say, oh, that's magic, right? Oh my gosh. And the same for some of our medical instruments. Nowadays, if we were to see them 100 years ago, we'd be like, oh, this is magic. Even our cell phones seem like they have a sense of magic to them in the way that we communicate. It's inconceivable when our society doesn't value or doesn't have perception around that. And yet, it's so basic to our understanding that we are a species that live on this planet, and there are influences that influence the planet that we live on. So this is a massive influence, because you think about how large our planet is, right? And the things that influence the magnetism, the gravity, the momentum, all of these pulls on something as huge and immense as our planet. Of course they impact us. It's so ingrained in the matter of and the makeup of our human form is so much a part of who we are that oftentimes we miss the forest for the trees. So let's look at the forest. Let's zoom in and talk about this time period of the Lion's Gate, because I just feel like it's fundamental to know about these influences, and I encourage you to learn more about them and to be conscientious about the influences that do impact your experience as a human in this body on this planet. Okay, so Lion's Gate is this time period, and in this year, for 2023, it's July 28th through August 12th. Usually it culminates around 8/8, that infinity sign of the 888s. Similar to the double helix in there's a lot of metaphor and symbolism within multiple layers of understanding. When you perceive something from multidimensional perspectives, it will always have symbolic layering. It will always have vision layering, meaning colors and imagery associated. It will have divine geometry and sacred intuitive shapes associated with it. There are so many multidimensional layers of interpretation I could talk about this with, but we'll go planetary first. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar, and maybe some of you are, so this may seem redundant, but our sun, our primary sun, that's part of our solar system, is connected to our physical manifestation. It enables us to have physical life on this planet. And so it is represented as our physical father. And it houses and influences our physical aspects of our experience. That is our solar system sun. Now, Sirius is known as the great central sun to our planetary sun. So it is known as the spiritual embodiment, the soul's embodiment of our sun. It's interesting that it is a binary star system, Sirius A, Sirius B. So there are polarity experiences from our, and I just did a video on this last week, polarity experiences, or binary, these A and B influences, light and dark, good and evil, this experience of duality that influences our soul growth. Sirius is a binary star system, and it is finally aligned with our planetary sun that embodies our physical experience. So our soul that's representative of Sirius and that star's influence in our life here on this earth, and our actual planetary sun are in alignment. So this is extreme illumination, also known as transfiguration, right? When we move beyond the physical into the spiritual dimensions. And both are in perfect alignment. And in that alignment, it opens what is known as a portal or a wormhole, a sense of easy access point, right? When you think of like a web portal, for instance, it's easy communication, it's a faster link. This is what happens when we are in places of portals. When the Sirius star system lines up with our star system, it essentially, just like our pranic tube, which is falling all up and down our spine, it's the illumination of light in our human body. The same is true of the pranic tube of our sun and our galactic central sun, or our solar sun, which is Sirius. And so it creates a pranic tube of light, which is almost like a light beam. Most people, if you are looking into higher levels of studying color, it turns into this blue, luminous ray of light that is a tube of light that gives you easier access to your higher spiritual connection. The ancients focused on this time. a lot of Egyptian culture was focused on Sirius, and there's a lot of alignment with Sirius and pyramids and all sorts of sacred geometry and geometric structures on this earth, harnessing the energy to bring it forward. Again, portal just means that it's more accessible during this time, and it is a sacred time for that. So, oh, and Leo, we're in the time of Leo. Leo is that feminine. When you think of Leo, you think of a lion, right? And the feline energy, which is strength, femininity, but it also has a fierceness to it, a fire to it, a catalytic energy, with fire being that dominant catalytic aspect to this energy, which basically makes things happen fast, okay? When we instigate fire in our experience, heat brings things to the surface. It separates things easily in terms of elements, in terms of the body, minerals, what is created in our physical experience. And it also manifests quickly. So it shifts form fast. When something burns up, it changes form quickly, versus moving through the element of water or air, which have a slower but lengthier impact. Fire is fast, so you, during this time of Leo, manifest very quick, and you have that sense of loyal tenderness but fierceness to the ability to move here with grace, but also really nimble and powerful movement. Again, think of the imagery of a lion here and all that represents. Mother lion. Let me see what else. Oh, how to use it. Really, intention is the best thing. If you can create a sacred ceremony during this time to utilize this time, and you can do this anytime, July 28th through August 12th is this portal time period. But getting out in the sun, doing this during a time of the sun, say in sunrise, would be really powerful with the invitation of the alignment of the sun and Sirius, and essentially creating a meditation time. I would align your body, your third eye, and your higher crown chakra to the alignment of the sun. So I would have, if you're sitting in your posture, so postures are so important. Yogis knew this, our ancestors knew this, but aligning the physical body with the alignment of our solar bodies, our planetary bodies, you become a portal yourself. It literally sets the intention that your body be used as the earth body itself is used, as a creation space. We are created, many things are created, life is created on this earth. When you align and use your body as a sphere of creation and intend that as well, then you become an incredibly potent and powerful manifester. And I hate using that phrase because I feel like people kind of in the New Age community just use that to like, let's just make a car or make a house for myself. I don't mean it like that. I mean it like the way that Mother Earth is creating a domicile of life, a complete ecosystem, a multitude of ecosystems. It is the fruit. It is abundance. It is a sense of a divine, illuminated creation in a sense of glory and expression. This is how our Creator creates, okay? And the alignment is like a sacred geometry. So back to my suggestion for your meditation time, or how to use this time of the Lion's Gate portal. Get out in the sunlight. I would suggest sunrise. Align your pranic tube, which is your spine, your tailbone all the way up to the top of the crown of your head, elongated spine. I would sit with your butt on the ground so that your coccyx, the bottom of your root chakra, gets physical contact with the earth. This is grounding, so it enables a higher ability to bring in more voltage, okay? Otherwise, it kind of frits out and your body gets headaches. Your body gets similar to the way that a fuse would burst, right? And you would bust a fuse and you have to go back to the breaker and fix it. You need that grounding cord when you are bringing in these higher vibrational energies and voltage from the higher intensities of the sun, not just our sun, but again, the great solar sun. So all that being said, sit on the ground in a meditative pose where your spine is erect and visualize Sirius right above your head as if it's in the crown chakra. Now remember, it's a binary star system, which moves into your 13 chakra systems, which is our higher chakra system. Oop, I realized my fingers. So almost like an antenna, you would have both stars hovering here on the right and the left side. So you are perfectly balanced with your crown in the center, like a diamond alignment. See my head? Okay, I'm gonna squat down. Diamond alignment here. And essentially set that intention to pull in through this portal the highest alignment with our spiritual sun and the balance of that binary aspect of illumination. Perfect illumination, masculine, feminine, in the divine aspect of your holy nature. So you have your crown, which is associated with your higher self. You have alignment with Sirius A and Sirius B here in the top. Great central sun in the highest vibration of light, pulling in that cosmic divine energy and simply letting it move here through your pranic tube all the way down into the earth, illuminating and transfiguring you. That's my sense of guidance. I hope that blesses you. Actually, next week I think is 8/8. So maybe I'll do a Lionsgate meditation and we'll do that actual thing. But you can do it anytime you intend to. It would bless you. Pulling all of that energy and just setting the intention to be a lighthouse. All right. Mwah! Blessings. I'll be back here next week with another video. Bye, you guys.